that Ackerman like defending.
I think it's like
Arsenal in pole position to sign Moses Caicedo as medical already passed, allegedly. Let's get into the Arsenal transfer news. Obviously, I'm sure a lot of us have mentally checked out of this season. If you haven't, you definitely did within the last two fixtures Arsenal have played. So let's see how we could gear up in relation to the season for next year, people, in terms of transfers. The dream is free, the hustle is sold separately. Until people are holding shirts, etc., etc., it just remains talking points. According to Football Insider sources, Arsenal in pole position to sign Caicedo as medical already passed. Arsenal lead Chelsea in the race to sign Brighton star Caicedo this summer. Sources have told Football Insider. Sources could be nonsense. Both London clubs have shared a long-term interest in the 21-year-old, as we know, and had bids rejected for him in the January transfer window. They're expected to reignite that interest in the summer, but it's understood that the Gunners have a far better chance of landing the Ecuador international. You've heard that with Declan Rice. We also heard that with João Felix and Mudryk. How did that work out? So until people are holding shirts, who knows? Brighton are now resigned to losing Caicedo when a suitable bid arrives in the summer, with the player valued between 70 and 80 million. The Seagulls believe they've already found a natural replacement for Caicedo in Mohamed Dahoud, who's joining on a free transfer to go with James Milner, and João Pedro has been signed by Watford, who is set to sign for the South Coast side from Borussia Dortmund when the summer window opens. Football Insider sources revealed on Tuesday Brighton are set to finalise a deal for Dahoud with a medical already completed. Arsenal find themselves in pole position to sign Caicedo as the player is keen to play in the Champions League at his next club. The Gunners will return to elite European competition next season after a 6-year absence, and Caicedo is leaning towards a move to the Emirates after Chelsea's underwhelming league campaign. But with the way the Premier League's going, maybe not in circumstances like Chelsea or Arsenal previously, maybe like with Liverpool now, everyone, specifically the top six sides, Arsenal, Newcastle now, Manchester clubs, Manchester City, Manchester United, Liverpool, Chelsea. You could throw Spurs into that if you want. I don't think they're a big club, but you probably have to be braced for whatever team you're joining. There might be a year you miss out if things happen. So, and next season, unfortunately, I don't think he'll be there, but we could be in Chelsea's position generally, or anyone else, and Chelsea could be in our position, or City's, and that goes for everyone. So I think a lot is being made of Chelsea's current position. I do think they'll be back to where they used to be, unfortunately. So I don't feel that. I think Caicedo will listen to Arsenal, Liverpool, United, all the clubs linked with him. I'm surprised European teams are not interested in him. He'll be perfect for Paris Saint-Germain, in my opinion. He's been a standout for De Zerbi's side this season, people. He's made 40 appearances in all comps. I'm not going to get to him for scoring and assisting. That's not a skill set. But availability, like with Declan Rice, who's actually scored against Leeds today, they're always fit and available, really. And with Caicedo, obviously he plays as a 6. There's room to groom him, and make him better. Obviously, he can fill in at right back. Declan Rice could probably play that 8 role. We all know he's at home in the 6, and he can do a job at centre back, centre half, and maybe Mikel Arteta will utilize him in the same way you've seen Stones used at City. Smash the like button, comment your thoughts, etc. I mean, at this point, Caicedo and Rice, until you're signed, I'm not really interested. One midfielder who could be leaving, Sambi Lokonga, is to be frozen out at Arsenal as talks underway. He's set to be frozen out of the squad this summer. He faces an uncertain future at the Emirates after an underwhelming loan spell at Crystal Palace. He's obviously set to return. I don't think Crystal Palace will take him back again permanently, maybe on loan. He has been linked with Burnley, obviously. Company was seen at the Emirates. Company's a fellow Belgium, and he worked with him at Anderlecht. He referred to him as reminding him of Yaya Toure. If you can go to Burnley for a year and help them stay in the league and show us Yaya Toure stuff and get called up for Belgium for the Euros next year, and we get a better player for 2024-25, great. Or if that's someone that we can sell on and make a profit, why not, people? We all know players are going to have to leave, and we're linked with Caicedo and Declan Rice. Whether we bring either or both is another thing in a tall order. Lokonga's future lies away from this club, and it looks like he will leave in some capacity. Apparently, Burnley have opened up talks with Arsenal over a potential loan spell for him, which could be good. It's understood Arsenal would also be open to allowing Lokonga to leave on a permanent basis if a suitable deal is proposed. He has only played a total of 1,395 minutes at Palace this season and has made just 2 appearances in the league since Roy Hodgson replaced Patrick Vieira. So you're going to see different managers. So what was in there that Patrick was playing you that Roy Hodgson isn't? And there's been an uptake in performance really since Patrick Vieira's come in. So for Lokonga, it don't look good. Arsenal are willing to listen to Rob Holding offers. You've heard that Sheffield United and Leeds are keen people. So despite the fact of him being homegrown and a good person around the ground, you know, unfortunately, the 27-year-old signed for 2 million, won an FA Cup. We've probably got more value for the 2 million. You know, Rob Holding's days should be numbered. If he wasn't English and it wouldn't help us with homegrown, he probably wouldn't be here. I don't think he's been as bad as people thought when he signed. You know, he's made 162 appearances during 7 years with 5 goals and an FA Cup or 2 to match. You can leave with your head held high. You're just not the guy. So we will listen to offers. I don't know if anyone will buy him, but we'll have to see, people. Where Rob Holding's concerned, Arsenal may have to reconsider João Cancelo transfers truth behind City exit emerges. Arsenal could be forced to rethink carefully about their interest in signing Cancelo due to circumstances reportedly surrounding his loan. I mean, we know there could potentially be attitude issues. He got into a bust up with Pep. Pep is unwilling to contemplate having him back. And to be fair, boy, I don't know how Caicedo feels. You know, they've picked up a 3rd league title in a row. They're doing their thing where the treble could be concerned. Your future's undecided at Bayern Munich, let alone Manchester City. He has been linked with Arsenal and Spanish clubs. I think he's more likely to go to Spain, really and truly. So on ability and what he could give in the squad, he'd be great to have. All the other baggage and wages and that, I'm not sure. Romano's weighed in and said, I think what happened is that Arsenal have a good relationship with his agent. So among the conversations, they're having the name of Cancelo was one of the names they've discussed, but it's not clear the future of Cancelo yet. Thomas Tuchel was speaking on Friday in a press conference and said we have to speak at the end of the season. We see him with a very big desire to stay here. So you could stay. So I think at the end of the season, these conversations between Bayern Munich and City is going to be crucial to understand what kind of step that would be next for Cancelo. I don't know if City would want him to go on loan again. I don't know how that helps. Tony Adams, it's too painful for me to read it for you lot people, but I think he's bang on the money. If there's one thing I go for, is a little bit more rotation. We probably need better players. We've depended on Saka and Martinelli for most of the season. They could have given Smith Rowe more time. Amen. We need them, in brackets, Saka and Martinelli at the end of the season. Always going to need them to get over the line. I've been waiting for the team to do errors, but they weren't coming. There was a stable back four. The goalkeeper was looking confident. The midfield was balanced. We had it going on. But as soon as the resources ran out, a couple of injuries, people lost their form. It didn't work out. I think it was lost 2-3 months ago. I think they ran out of steam. Bang on the money. Sobering truth from Tony Adams. For going back to Fabrizio Romano on Granit Xhaka, he is 90% gone. It's over between Arsenal and Xhaka. His move to Leverkusen will be completed in a matter of weeks. It's just a matter of time. He's agreed a contract until June 2027. A fee of 15 million euros is almost agreed between the two clubs. Declan Rice is Arsenal's priority to replace Xhaka, and they will present their offer to West Ham in the coming weeks. Allegedly, Ruben Neves has rejected Arsenal and Manchester United people and agreed a 4-year deal with Barcelona. But then you hear Xavi isn't keen on him, and the presidents at Barca are keen on him. I know he spoke in the aftermath of Wolves' last game and said, I want to stay at Wolves, I want to give my all, but I don't hide the fact that I want to play in the Champions League, people. So we'll have to see exactly how that one there develops. Do I have it up here? Got many tabs, I'm sure. I thought I had his exact quotes, but they're not here. To kind of wrap up this video, better yet, smash the like button and comment. Once again, Brighton are open to selling Caicedo this summer. We're eyeing PSV Eindhoven youngster Xavi Simons, who's allegedly switched agents. Ramsdale, as you know, signed a new deal. We've spoken on Cancelo and Granit Xhaka. Paris Saint-Germain, Bayern Munich, and Barcelona are interested in Odegaard. We're preparing an offer for Declan Rice. We're keen on Mendy, the left back at Real Madrid. I think on ability, he could offer something. He's never fit, though. Keeping up the theme with fullbacks, we've been linked with the young Frenchman over there in Turkey, Galatasaray's fullback Sasha Boy. João Felix is interested in joining Arsenal next season. We're interested in RB Leipzig's Mohamed Simikan, who can play centre-half as well as right-back. The 23-year-old, as you can see here, did sign a new deal until 2027 in December of last year. So we'll have to see how these develop, people. Zubimendi's quashed links of a move away, although Barcelona links are heating up. Reece Nelson didn't play any part against Nottingham Forest. Apparently was ill, and apparently he's rejected a couple of deals, and he's drawing interest from West Ham, Fulham, Brighton, and AC Milan. Saka has apparently agreed a deal until 2028, and then all that's missing is an announcement. So we'll have to see how these things develop, but we need to. I don't care for the names we're linked with. I think they're all good players. For Lavia, Caicedo, Rice, we just need to address everything. I don't think we can do everything, but for me, centre mid is the biggest priority. If you go into next season without centre mid addressed or centre mid options addressed, we're in problems. If you do not sign a right back, we're in issues. If someone is not able to deputise that right back right centre back and give another sort of option, we're in issues. If Tierney leaves and you're relying on Zinchenko and Kirill moving over there, we're in issues at left back. For me, I don't think we'll sign another striker, but it would be nice to have a striker that is more physical and a bit different to Jesus, Balogun on paper, and Eddie Nketiah. And clearly, we need something for Saka in it. Like either someone that can fill in. I think he needs competition. Like I don't buy into this, you know, he's not motivated in that, but competition brings the best out. I think he needs to be scared. Don't get twisted. He's earned that right and been performing. And at 21 years of age, he's gone missing for the last few weeks, but he's pulled this club from pillar to post. But competition makes us react. Is there any coincidence when Jorginho came in and he's done well? You saw not now, but Partey looked even better. Competition brings the best out of everyone in it. So I don't know if we're able to sign a striker, winger, 2 centre mids, a right back, a left back, and a right-sided centre back. But we need to do the vast majority of that business, as well as continuing to extend new deals and bring in players that can offer something. And, you know, it looks like, you know, Xhaka's got 1 foot out the club. Balogun might leave. Patino might go. We've got 2 million from the Leno deal, extra 2 million because they've stayed in the division. Pablo Mari, we've been running next 6 million. If you deal with the Lokongas, the Tavares, the Pepes of this world, the resources look a bit better. We get not significant outlays, I feel, on some of these names, but we get something, and then resources can be put towards players that can help this club continue their upwards trajectory. So as I said, let me know your thoughts, comment, subscribe, do all of that good stuff. Stay safe, stay blessed. Thank you for listening. I'm out.
There's always just that active defending.
I think it's like